Hey everyone, it's Cork. I'm right back up here, the research area. I'm about 3 o'clock in the morning on the audio, and I come up here to investigate. I kept hearing them tap on this skid, which sounded like this skid right here. He's tapping on and screwing around with the skid. He hit the black barrel a couple of times, and I just don't know with what. So I'm going to come up and look around. This morning I told you guys about those tracks. Let me see it. Yeah, there's the one right there, and there's one right below it, skidding down the hill. And now we can see, look at all these are roots from a tree right here, and that's where they come up. You can see their path. They come across and they climb up and they come right up through here. Well, it wasn't none of the kids. Okay. Whoa, what do we have here? I don't know. I don't think that anything. Wasn't the kids. He sounded off last night twice, and that wasn't a juvenile sound. So there was some rock clacking. I caught some rock clacking, and I have rocks on this skid somewhere. Yeah, right there. I got a pair of rocks right there. He might have rock clacked with those, but they're not left out. They're still put away. Now, my bug spray looks like it's been pulled out. I keep that tucked in way inside, so he might have been reaching up in there. Ooh, the cast. Looks like he pulled this cast out too. It was breaking it. The one end looks like it's breaking. There's a cast in there that we made from the female. During my fire, we found a track she left, and we casted it that night. And everybody wanted to take it home. I says, no, we'll just cast it, leave it here, and that'll be a conversation piece for people to come to the fires. So let's take another look at this. See if I can reach out a little bit. There's a track right here. And that's, guys, that's really steep. Step there, and then further down there's another step, but over here there's a step. So I'm thinking there might have been two. There was two of them up here, and when they left in this direction, they slid. I don't think I see any more. So, hey, you know what? Here's a piece of that tile. Remember when I told you I was sitting right here with Natman, and there was a creature down below, and he was making all kinds of noise, and we're just sitting in the middle of the night in the dark. We did not turn any of our lights on. We're just listening to all the ruckus this one's making down here. The next thing you know, a piece of tile he threw up over through the trees, and it come flying down right here, and it broke. This is that tile right here, and this thing come, and it had another side to it, and it might have been a whole one, I'm not sure, but it come down to crash and broke right here. And that creature was right here. He was standing. He was squatted down like a frog right here. And I'm right there on that log, that close. He was watching out for me, because he was faced this direction while we were looking in this direction. I didn't hear him come in. I had no idea he was here. But when this piece of tile come flying, I heard it come up through the trees and it came down. I turned the light on, and as it hit the ground, I lit this whole area up and he was right there. So when the light got on me, on him, I shined it up and I got his bicep, and his bicep was so huge. It was just so huge, and he just went, whoosh, took off. I mean, quicker than lightning, he was gone. And then when I had the light on the subject, this one down here, I thought the end of the world was going to happen. It made so much noise to get all the attention back on this one, to let this one go. And I don't know why they'd behave like that, but he got away. And I think it was my adult juvenile, but I don't know for sure. But all I know, he was just massively big. And yeah, that's about it to that story. But that's how close, that's where he was at. Right where I'm standing is where he was. And I was sitting right there. Never heard anything come up on me. But he had my back. See, he had my back. He easily could have, he was 4 steps away from me. If he wanted to harm me, he would have. He don't want to. He came in and sat down beside us, because that's what I was doing. I was sitting in the dark. And I was sitting in the dark for 5 hours, just sitting there. So he came over and sat with me. That's incredible. I really got a connection with these guys. That just don't happen. Anyhow, no change to the baby dolls. But I heard impact on this barrel in the audio. Ooh, I got a finger mark. That looks like a juvenile finger, little finger. Compared to mine, it's small, much smaller than mine. Yeah, that's a juvenile finger. Got a little guy here. But I did find a couple sticks here in front of the barrel. And I'm looking around the barrel for rocks, because that's what I thought hit it. But there's another stick on this side. I don't see any rocks around the barrel. And I heard impact. Something hit. And he was over here by the skid, where all the sound was coming from. And I heard him hit the burning barrel, because it has a unique sound. But this one's turned upside down, so I knew when it sounded like a rock hitting that, but now I'm thinking it was a stick. I did leave a meat bone out for him. Nothing. It got dragged off the plate. That's about it. I don't know. Maybe that's what he threw. Maybe he was chewing on that bone, and he threw this bone over here and hit the barrel. That's more like it. He was probably chewing. I want to see if there's teeth marks. Well, the bone marrow's been sucked out. No, Mr. Mosquito. The bone marrow's been sucked out. I got to get that mosquito light going. This is ridiculous. It's a bad year. I don't see any sign. I don't see any sign. I'll set that bone up there. See what happens. But they didn't touch the tobacco. Everything still is the same. Besides, we got a couple tracks running down, sliding down over the hill. So I'm gonna go back. I'll finish up that audio. Listen to it all. It gets better as it goes. Listen to all of the audio. So it's almost like, what the heck's that? I don't know what this is. Did he pull this out of the fire? This is burnt material. That's what I heard. So he probably got this out of the fire. Some type of pumice rock. It's really light. Probably been pulled out of the fire. And I heard that. So, and that's laying on the ground. So more than likely that made the noise. So you'll hear that in the audio. All right, guys, I'm gonna go finish that up and see what happens later. Yeah, activity's picking up. They're now hanging up here. So what I think I might do is, what I should do is start checking periodically throughout the night with the thermal from the attic window, like at 1:30 in the morning. Sneak up there and just start scanning this area and try to catch them. You know, but they probably hear my attic steps squeak as I go up, and their hearing is so good. They're probably over the hill by the time I even get to the window. Anyhow, you guys enjoy your day. I hope you've been enjoying some of my postings I've been putting up. I've gotten a couple good stuff lately. So, all right, we'll see you guys. We'll talk to you later.